In society, I don't think anyone will come out and tell you outrightly without attaching any religious sentiment that sex before marriage is a crime or is bad or it affects you one way or the other.
Hello everybody, my name is Oladeniji and today on Orange Views, I'm your host. We'll be talking on what's your stand on sex before marriage, that's pre-marital sex. And with me I have an awesome personality and I'm sure we're going to have a lovely discussion. So come with me as I introduce my personality. Mr. James, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Hello everyone, my name is James Bakare. I'm a graphic designer and a content creator.
Alright, thank you very much. Your job seems like it's very interesting.
It is.
Alright, so there's been this current debate on people having sex before marriage. That's been there since there's a conflict. Yeah, people are saying, some are saying we should have sex before marriage for test purposes, others are saying it's a no-no for sex. So for you, what is your take on sex before marriage?
For me, I feel sex before marriage is only seen as wrong when you are looking at it from the religion perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are other bad sides to sex before marriage, not just religion aspect.
In society, I don't think anyone will come out and tell you outrightly without attaching any religious sentiment that sex before marriage is a crime or is bad or it affects you one way or the other.
But it does. I can give you like one instance.
Without attaching religious sentiment?
Yes.
Okay.
Unwanted pregnancies.
Unwanted pregnancies?
Yes.
Unwanted pregnancies?
Yes.
That is not as a result of sex before marriage.
What is it?
That's as a result of unprotected sex.
Is sex before marriage?
But it's unprotected.
That's the point. Even
married couples, they have unwanted pregnancies.
Yes, married couples want to, but most
I believe it's all about protection.
Protection.
Yeah.
But
that's what you're
if
talking about.
I'm a married couple and I've not gotten a child, why would I want to have protected sex?
Well, that's if you are saying you don't have a child.
Okay. Let me now rephrase my question. The thing is this. Okay, there's this among youths and teenagers that are presently not married, unemployed youths, employed youths. Yeah. There's this trend of guys saying this belly no be my own, and this is because of sex before marriage. If the sex was in a marriage, there's no a guy will say this belly no be my own. I'm gonna give birth to this child in your mother's house. So I'm saying that there's still not religion.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, what about?
We see a lot of marriages break up because the husband does not believe the child is his or the pregnancy is his. So
okay, so what about sexually transmitted diseases?
STDs.
Yes.
You get STDs in marriages as well.
But where did you bring it from? Is it in that marriage you get it?
That is not premarital sex.
Where did the other person get the sexually transmitted disease from?
That is not premarital. The person is already married.
Before the person
going outside to cheat or have sex with someone else is not premarital.
Let me explain. If a guy, for example, wants to get married to a babe, he already has a sexually transmitted disease in his body. When he's going to bring the entire baggage into the relationship, is he not?
Yes.
So he probably acquired that thing while he was still doing young boy. Soft child up and down. That was premarital sex. Nobody there first carrying on from.
Oh well, there is no proof that he got it from premarital sex.
Okay. But it's STD, so it's about sexual.
Sexually transmitted disease.
Yep.
Oh well. Females get STDs
from before.
They get infections from toilets, and they tell you no. Okay, when they ask girls, how far now? People how far? I thought you said you are a virgin. So where is this coming from? They tell you it's from toilets.
Okay, but let's go a bit further. Well, I'm just trying to say that aside, and understand that from where we're coming from in our society, religion is quite a factor why people don't want to have sex before marriage. But aside that, don't you think that it is a wrong thing to engage in? personally?
I believe religion is the major factor, if not the only factor, against premarital sex.
Okay.
Because in our society right now, in this part of the world, religion has more power, even more than law. You understand? So people tend to follow, they tend to respect religious beliefs.
But do you know in the Bible, God did not say do not have sex. He did not say do not have sex with do not have sex before marriage.
Okay.
The only thing he said is thou shalt not commit adultery and fornication. You get? So the thing is now is, for you, is sex good or sex is bad?
Sex is good.
So if
I don't think anyone will say sex is bad.
If Baba did that sex is good,
yeah.
Basically now there's been menace now in society. There have been a lot of teenage pregnancies right now, unwanted pregnancies, abortions, STDs, yeah.
Okay.
And many people in the society are saying this can be attributed to sex before marriage, because many people are indulging in sex right now, and so people are saying no, even those that are this is a matter of just choice. Others are saying sex before marriage is a good thing. Others are saying it is a bad thing. So what's your take on sex before marriage?
Premarital sex, for me, I think everyone wants to have sex these days.
Yes, everyone wants
because
to have sex.
Otherwise, I don't see any reason why you need to be in a relationship when you know you're not ready for marriage. Because if we're really going to be honest with ourselves, I'm not going to deceive ourselves, you don't need to be in a relationship when you know you're not ready for marriage. Because now, if you're saying premarital sex, that means you're coming at it from the religious angle. Now, going in that direction, you find out that, like, in Christianity, pastor will tell you, you can't go into relationships, you can't date, there's only room for courtship, which should only last for 6 months with the consent and full awareness of both parties and parents and family and all that. You understand? So in that way, I don't think there will be any room for sex. That way you can still control yourself and you can control the whole environment surrounding that situation. But then you find out that young adults nowadays, everyone wants to be in a relationship. Without a relationship, everyone feels sad. When you look at WhatsApp status, if a guy is doing this, men are trash and all that, I'm single and I'm enjoying it and all that. So that means there's actually a sense of loneliness in everyone right now. And everyone tends to feel incomplete without a strong relationship. But I believe you don't really need a relationship. Most people argue, okay, you can be in a relationship for companionship and just have someone to talk to, believe in you, build your life with and all that. My brother, you don't need a relationship if you are not ready for marriage and you don't want to have premarital sex. Because there's no way, my belief is, there's no way you'll be in a relationship if you are not ready for marriage anytime soon, and you tell me you won't have sex. If you ask me, I'll say sex is the focal point of going into that relationship. That's what everyone wants. That's the only reason. Because you can always have friends, you can share your thoughts with your friends, you can share your feelings with your friends. Do you understand? And if you have deep things you feel you can't share with your friends, you can share with your family, you have brothers, you have sisters. That's how you build relationships. In the same relationship you want to build with that opposite sex you want to entangle yourself with. You can build that same close relationship with your friends and family. Your friend, fully defined, will not ask you for sex, will not expect sex from you. You understand? He won't even think in that direction. That's just it.
Alright, so basically, I like your point. You made very valid points and a valid argument. But the thing now is this: if you are saying people should not go into a relationship in a world where we need companionship, not just we need something that is more than a friend. we all know we need something more than a friend, even more than a family itself. There are some things people can't share with their family. And most people will probably agree with you that they don't go into a relationship for sole purpose of sex. That sex is a side benefit of the relationship.
That is a blatant lie.
So you think everybody...
We don't deceive ourselves, I beg.
So
the underlying factor, the cocoa, is sex.
Okay, so if...
Because we are saying, okay, we don't want to sin against God and man and all that. We want to follow the book word for word and all that. We are not ready for marriage. As a young graduate or as a young adult, you know you are not ready for marriage until like 4 years or 3 years. Why are you going to tell me, okay, you are dating someone and you guys are very close, you love each other, you go to church or you pray together and all that, dating? For how long? You don't need that person to build your life. If you can't build your life on your own, then you are not even ready for a relationship in the first place, not to now talk of marriage. So if you are telling me you need this person to open up your heart to and all that, that's because you have trust issues. Because now you find out that there is a lot of complications. There are a lot of complications out there now. Now there's lack of trust and fake. Everybody's kind of fake these days. If you are saying you are not ready for marriage, but you want to be in a relationship, then you are lying to yourself. That, okay, you are not going to have sex. That is a lie. That's the biggest lie you've ever tell yourself. You understand? Now, a lot of people believe they can have sex without attachments.
Speaking on that, do you feel good sex is going to bring the attachment that you're talking about, that you just spoke about now?
Good sex?
As in bomb mad sex.
Mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing.
Oh well, it's not about choices.
Okay, the point is,
it's not about
you have already
choices,
made up your mind that I don't want to be attached. Then you now meet this person that will blow your mind. That, you know, those girls, when their eyes will enter inside like this, that you like, okay, this it's touching inside.
Touching
so,
our soul.
Our soul. So do you feel that type of sex can make the girl just say, fuck it, I'm going to be attached?
Yes, it's possible, but then that's our choice. Yes, that's our choice. Because for everything we do in life is not about choices we make. I keep saying this. It's about the choices we are given. Now, people tell you, okay, there's no way you have sex without getting attached. There are prostitutes out there having sex. They get paid. They get paid, but they don't get attached. They can have sex with the same person every day and not get attached.
No,
that is their job.
It's not proven.
Because that is a choice.
It's not proven yet. They might have this particular customer that everybody is fighting for.
A prostitute will not pick up her phone to call you.
Is it?
If she has a number, that's because you decided to give out your number. That's because you already made up your mind to make a connection between both of you. So
okay, now we have been talking about sex in relationship. The point now is, what about friends with benefits? Because you said something about that time, if you are not ready for marriage, have friends. So that friends that you're going to be having now, some of those friends are going to become friends with benefit, because this body is not firewood.
That is it. The benefit there is sex.
It's not the sex. Sometimes it can be like a need for emotional connection, a need to get something out.
My brother, no they lie for you. What do you need for emotional connection? That's sex.
No. It's not sex. You see, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so your point is, in a relationship, everything about a relationship is sex itself. The sole purpose of a relationship is sex. If I was to take you by that,
you can't quote me on that. What I'm saying is, no, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, you don't go into relationships fully aware, fully conscious of the fact that you are not ready for marriage. Because now you can't expect to ask someone out, okay, then you guys start dating, and you're in this relationship for 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Some people still go as far as 9 years. and they tell you, oh, you are not having sex, it's not possible. It's a lie. You can't go into that relationship fully aware of your goals. Okay, in the next 5 years, I'm going to get married, so I'm not ready now. But then you want to date someone and say you want to build your life with. It's not possible. You are deceiving yourself, because along the line, you are going to have sex.
That's why you said
now, okay, now, can I put you in a room with a lady with a Bible? Then I say, okay, you guys should stay in this house and study together for 24 hours. And you tell me you won't even look into her eyes.
It depends. If the lady is very hot and is
very
very
hot,
and there's a sexual tension, yeah,
there will be sexual tension because
like,
there's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing you want to talk about when you are with the opposite sex and she's not your friend.
Okay, like you said earlier, I'm going to use your words against choice. Exactly. But the thing is, yes, yeah, the truth is too much in our generation now. Yeah, maybe before they be doing it, but it's obvious in our generation now that everybody is having sex. Even in fact, 99%.
Are you having sex?
No, I'm not. I'm not sexually active. So the thing is, almost everybody is having sex right now in our generation. Yeah. And don't you feel like it would be a major problem?
I don't see the problem. Really.
Okay.
I don't see the problem. Well, if you're saying problems, that means that's talking in terms of unwanted pregnancy, STDs, then going against your faith and all that.
Aside your faith, let's look at other instances of, imagine I've gotten like 10 partners, I've gotten to 10 relationships, and in those 10 people I've had sexual relationships with them, and I think everybody agreed that there's something called soul ties or emotional.
Are you sure you're imagining, or that's how you are?
No. It's just a case study of somebody that has been in a relationship with like 10 people.
Okay.
Then imagine you have had sex with those 10 people because you are probably doing testing before marriage. Then what now happens to your self-worth? Is sex attached to self-worth?
Sex is not attached to self-worth. And there is really nothing as soul ties. See, sex is just an activity. I get to my point. Sex is an activity, and what comes after is as a result of how you handle the whole situation. It's the same way you train yourself to eat and wash your hands and forget about it. The same way you can decide to train your mind to have sex and not get attached. People do it, a lot of people do it. Okay, so you are saying... You can't tell me you're attached to everyone you've had sex with. There is not like you are, I'm not saying you're like attached like every day, you can't do that. I'm saying at some point they're definitely going to cross your mind, or if you see them, there's going to be this form of emotional connection. There's an emotional connection. When you see them or you see a picture of them or something about them, there is no emotional connection. You just want more sex. That's the let's not sugarcoat or lie to ourselves. See, honesty is very key in this life. Yes. Do you understand? Let's be honest with ourselves. You had sex with someone last week, then you see a status updates. Are you telling me when you say a status update, you'll be like, oh, this person, no. If you're doing that, the only thing you want there is more sex. So you're saying, not because you're saying in essence, sex cannot lead to love. Sex can lead to love. A lot of things can lead to love. A good cook, being a good cook can lead to love. We tend to love different things in people. I'm sure we all have friends and you love A for this, B for this, and that. So that's it. All right. So thank you very much. Another thing that I would like to say is this: are we going to now say if it's not hurting anybody? Because right now it seems like Nigerians are having too much sex. As at January, too much sex. As at January 2018. Early January, when the number of deaths that they found out at on the 1st of January to 2nd of January, it was alarming.
Like,
Okay.
so do you feel it's a problem of too much sex or no sex education on itself?
That's as a result of unprotected sex,
Okay.
not premarital sex.
Okay, but there was I don't know, I don't have the numbers here right now, but the highest percentage that they gave were for unmarried couples. Number of births were from unmarried couples, basically. So if I would in Nigeria now, do you feel we should just make it like a thing where go about your business?
I think
Or there should still be this guide.
premarital sex in the end affects the society, because then you have a lot of kids without fathers, and that leads to other social vices and all. So I believe, yeah, there are disadvantages to it outside the religious aspects. There are social disadvantages to premarital sex. So I agree with you on that. But then I believe, if my point still remains that there is nothing like premarital sex. The only way to stop that is to stop going to relationships. Because now, I believe most of us don't even go into relationships anymore. We only call it that. Because that's the socially acceptable way to get what we want.
True. Nobody
That's like legalizing it in your mind.
Nobody will judge me.
And nobody will judge
So
you.
I had something somewhere that immediately you have sex, you're married to someone. Yeah, that the whole wedding gown and everything is just that what people of faith, be you a Christian or a Muslim, call marriage is once a guy and a lady have had sex. Exactly.
I've never had that before.
I had it like around last week. So it got me thinking, if that's what marriage is, then how many people have been married?
Then you're not married.
I'm not married yet.
Okay.
But okay. So
Okay.
this is actually getting really interesting. So we have already agreed that you said there's no soul ties. Yeah, I feel there's something called soul ties. And call me old-fashioned or anything, but I feel
My
there's
brother,
still.
have you ever fallen in love at first sight?
No, I'm not. I'm not a wired person.
That stuff only happens in movies.
But I've seen people fall in love. I had a friend that.
At first sight,
Yes,
the
as
lady's books fell and he picked them
not that
up
type
and
of
all
follow.
that.
It's not down this movie type of thing.
Okay.
But it's like the lady did something for him. Like it was a kind of favor or something, and she was all they could talk about. And he said, in this life, at the end they've broken up now in Charlotte. At that point.
Oh, they broke up.
Why were they for service? Which brings me to my next question.
How can they break up
Why
now?
is it because of the entire sex before marriage? Is that why relationship don't last recently now?
Sex complicates things. Why? Because people don't find it easy to compartmentalize. You understand? People are very careless when it comes to sex. You see very focused people, you see a very focused person being careless when it comes to sex and matters of the arts. Do you understand? Like for me personally, I don't know if it's the way I'm wired. I find it really difficult to get attached to people generally. Even friends. Okay. I find it difficult to get attached. Do you understand? I have this attachment clause. So that's just so. For me, sex is just an activity, and then you need to know how to prioritize activity and to handle your business. That's just it. So if you know how to handle your business and you know you want to have premarital sex, you can do that without falling in love or having unwanted pregnancy.
So, okay,
but if you know you don't want to have premarital sex, don't go into relationships. Don't go into the so-called relationships you go into.
Okay.
So if you have issues, companionship and all that, get a friend. That's it.
Alright, see, I've heard from Mr. James. He said that if you know you don't want to have sex before marriage, don't get into a relationship. So basically, Share your thoughts with us. What do you feel? Sex before marriage, is sex overrated? Sex before marriage, should people, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? So please, we would like to hear from you. Subscribe, click the subscribe link below, and follow us on Instagram at cited TV. Thank you, Mr. James, for coming on our show today. Please follow us on Cited TV once again, and thank you for joining.